Okay, so we're here with Mark Delvin, Devlin. Sorry from what I see over here. He's actually not really from the flat Earth, let's say, activist. He's more into the music business. He was a former DJ. I'll probably let him talk about it himself. But he's got a very interesting theories about control by music, and I'm actually very intrigued of what he has to say about it. First of all, nice to have you here on Esh News. Where are you from?
I'm from Oxfordshire, England, which is 50 miles or so outside London.
All right. And as I understood, you kind of like fulfilled my lifetime dream to be a DJ. And so what do you do in this field? Like, is it like your profession or hobby?
Well, it was, yeah. I've been a radio and club DJ for it's 30 years next year. And I no longer do it full time. It was my full time job for about 20 years, and I made a reasonable living from it. I got to travel all around the world, had a pretty good lifestyle off the back of the DJing. But that all kind of went pear-shaped in around 2010, when I came to some realizations about what is really going on in this world and who's really controlling things. And that caused me to fall down about 500 rabbit holes, which I'm never going to climb back out of. And I started researching all kinds of different areas of information, coming to all these realizations and comprehensions which I'd never given any thought to before. And it really has changed my life. So 9 years later on, I'm doing some very different stuff now to what I used to be doing. I never thought my life was going to turn out this way. And if you told me 10 years ago I'd be doing all this and I'd be hanging out at conferences like this, I'd have told you you were crazy. But here I am.
Good. Now, I'm really intrigued about the music, okay? Because I love music, everybody loves music, okay? But you say, and it seems that there's nothing harm with music, right? It's like naive and it only brings us joy and happiness to our life, right? But you say that there is some kind of like control even in that field. We usually like kind of used to control in politics, in media, in science, of course. Tell us about the music. What's the mechanism of the control over there?
Well, the opening blurb on the back of my book, Musical Truth Volume 1, reads, "To most people, the music industry represents a source of harmless fun and entertainment." And that's the way most people see it. So I think people would be more ready to accept that there's manipulation and there's mind control and there's social engineering going on in the worlds of politics or in the worlds of science or medicine or any of these things, the banking industry, the cancer scam industry. But when it comes to music, people think that all they're getting is that harmless fun and entertainment to help them unwind and relax after a hard day at work, and they just think they're rocking out to some favorite music and just chilling. So it's an ingenious way to get the mind control done under the guise of entertainment, because people are off their guard and they're not expecting it to be done under that guise. But in actual fact, my research has shown that mind control through the music industry has been there since day one. And I would contend that the very reason for the corporate music industry being set up in the first place, taking it back to the 1950s, is because of the incredible opportunities that exist to affect the consciousness and the thoughts and the value systems of large numbers of people.
Now, I'm really intrigued if the control is being made only by like editing the kind of music they want to show to the public, or is it like technically in the music itself? Okay, they put like all kinds of like messages or stuff like that.
Well, it's all kinds of tactics that are used.
Yes.
So there's subliminal messaging, which happens on a visual level. So you get symbolic things encoded into music videos, promotional photographs, record sleeves, dark occult symbolism, secret society, Freemasonic symbolism, mind control programming symbolism, all that is there. You also get it through many of the key players in the industry. I've got this concept that I discuss in volume 2 of the book of lifetime actors. And these are people that are in the public eye, they're celebrities, they're famous people, everyone's heard of them. Yeah, maybe. And we think of them as one thing or the other, so we think that they're a musician or they're a famous Hollywood actor or whatever it is, but the truth of the matter is that they're put out there on a public platform to have a controlling effect on the people that listen to what they say. So more control gets done via those methods. And then, as you say, in the actual music itself, in the composition of the audio, you can have all kinds of subversive stuff going on. So the talk I'm doing later today is titled The Weaponization of Sound. And I'm talking about how sound frequencies and all kinds of subversive influences can be embedded into recordings, particularly now that everything is done digitally and electronically. We live in an age now where all music is created on computers. There's very little live instrumentation anymore. So that gives incredible opportunities for all kinds of harmful influences to be put into this stuff. And when you look at who's really controlling these industries and what their objectives are, you come to realize that they don't have humanity's best interests at heart. They're all about the enslavement and the subjugation of humanity.
Intriguing. I will be in front row in your lecture, I believe, and I'm really fascinated by this subject personally.
I'd just like to say that there is a connection between the sort of stuff that I talk about and what we're hearing about today.
Yeah.
The fact that we've been lied to about the very cosmology of where we live.
Yeah.
We don't live on a spinning ball hurtling through space. Now, that mass deception has been perpetrated by the same groups and networks and organizations as run the entertainment industry. So the connection is that we're lied to all the time.
Yeah.
Deception and duplicity is everywhere. Mind control is everywhere.
I always have this sentence that says, yes, there is a deception, but in the flat earth is only like the punchline, okay, of this thing, okay? It's only like the end of thing, it's the thing that people like, I know, connect to because it's like so visual, okay? But the control and the deception is, of course, everywhere. One last question, Mark. We broadcast this show in Israel and in the entire flat world, but have you heard about Israel and maybe like the last activism, or what do you wish Israel for its activity in the flat earth field?
Well, I'd not heard about it until you just explained it to me before this interview. I wasn't really aware of the high level of activism there is there. In terms of what I would wish for the people of Israel, it would be the same for what I would wish for the people of any country in the world. I'm all about transparency, I'm all about truth, I'm all about breaking down lies and deception. I hate lies, I always have. Whenever I discover a lie, I just want it gone and I want truth to shine through. So I would just hope that the people of your country would follow their hearts, follow their intuition, follow their spirituality, and let the truth lead them to wherever it takes them.
A little commercial for your books, maybe?
Okay, I've got 2 volumes of my book, Musical Truth. Volume 1 and Volume 2, they are available on Amazon. People can order them from there. But if you want to get one from me direct and cut Amazon out, people are welcome to email me.
Or maybe come over here to the convention and buy it out, right?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Just a second. The production experts over here. Yeah, over here.
Excellent. There you go.
So, Magical Truth, worthwhile. I'm going to buy it, yeah.
So my website is markdevlin.co.uk, and
Again, please.
my website is markdevlin.co.uk, and I can be emailed from there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mark. It's been a pleasure, and lots of success in your interview, and not interview, your lecture, and I'll be sitting front seat. See you later. Bye-bye.